Hello, how have you been? Today I wanted to talk to you about episode 4 of series 1 of the new series 1 of Doctor Who. Series 14, whatever you want to call it. 73 yards. I'm so excited to speak with you about this because it is one of my favourites so far. And in recent years, to be honest, it very much reminded me of Blink, which again is a masterpiece and one of the best from that era. But yeah, it was another one of these Doctor Light episodes, very much companion led, and that's one of the main reasons why it works so much, because the companion in question is Millie Gibson, who carried this episode and was absolutely tremendous. I can't praise her enough for her performance. The fact that it was her first day filming as well, that's absolutely mind-blowing to me. But the writing as well, just the story in general, was absolutely incredible. The ending, it did take a rewatch to really appreciate the nuances of the story. But again, on first watch, my initial impressions were that I found it absolutely terrifying. It's genuinely the most scared I've been, in recent years watching Doctor Who, and it felt absolutely amazing again to be scared. But yeah, the pacing was amazing. It just flew by. It's similar to Boom, actually. I felt like I was maybe 10 minutes in and it was nearly the end of the episode. It was kind of in 3 acts, wasn't it? With the kind of horror first half, then the political introduction, and then the conclusion. But yeah, the opening especially, I found absolutely terrifying. The way Mercer balanced it with the kind of offbeat Welsh humour was absolutely incredible. The direction in those scenes was gorgeous. The below face shots for those scenes in the pub, and the way you could always see the woman behind Ruby's shoulder. Sometimes you noticed it, sometimes you didn't, but you just knew that she was always there. It was just really clever how they kind of immersed you in that world and made you experience what Ruby was experiencing. Yeah, it was absolutely brilliant. The score, I have to praise Murray Gold again. Yeah, the suspenseful moments and the emotional moments we got. It feels like the first proper introduction, to be honest, of the full version of Ruby's theme. I don't think it was, because I find it hard to believe that this is the first time that we've probably heard it, but it's the first time where it felt really at the forefront of the scene for me, when we had the oldest version of Ruby in the hospital bed, and that gorgeous piano theme kicked in. Yeah, really powerful. But yeah, to be honest, I know people haven't been blown away by it, but honestly, when I watched it, I was like, that's definitely on my list of all-time favourite Doctor Who episodes. I've rewatched it since, and I don't think I enjoyed it as much, but I still rank it so highly. It's definitely one of my personal favourites of this new era. Yeah, I was just absolutely mesmerised by it. I'd love to know what you think, and also what your theories are. What did you think the woman was saying? Did you understand it at first? Did you kind of clock that Ruby was the woman? Because I know that a lot of people seem to have missed that and kind of had other interpretations. So if you have any other versions of this story that you'd like to tell, I'd love to hear your thoughts. But yeah, absolutely incredible episode. I was already looking forward to it, and I had high hopes from the next time trailer at the end of Boom, because it just looked really genuinely creepy, and it seemed a world apart from the first 2 episodes of this series, which, even though I still enjoyed, I wanted now to see them really go through their paces and kind of have a more traditional Doctor Who story, which I don't think this was, because again, these Doctor Light episodes are very rare. But I think that just makes them all the more special. So yeah, I had high hopes. Boy, did Russell deliver! It surpassed my expectations beyond belief. It was an amazing, amazing watch. The scene where I forget the name of the mother, but when Ruby's foster mother leaves her, and Ruby's slumped at the door and the snow starts to fall. The direction and the look that Ruby's mum gives in the taxi as she leaves, it's just absolutely heartbreaking. Again, Millie Gibson's acting is amazing, but also, I don't know her name, but the actress who played the mother, just as much an important contribution to the powerful nature of that scene. It really hit hard. Yeah, and again, the score and the direction were just beautiful. The whole package. That's why I love this episode. It wasn't overly significant in the history of Doctor Who, or, it wasn't a breakthrough. But it was just one of those moments where everything came together perfectly, and it was 45 minutes of impeccable television. I cannot stress that enough. Yeah, absolutely obsessed. We got the reintroduction of Unit, obviously, which was amazing. Honestly, I keep forgetting things to mention because I'm just so wrapped up in this episode. But we saw Kate again, for I think will be the first of many times. Lovely to see her, and again, when she leaves, you just think, oh shit, this is serious, What the hell is going to happen now? What is Ruby going to do? Yeah, again, I was just absolutely gripped. The way it plays with your emotions. It was a roller coaster, this episode. In the best way possible. Yeah, as you can tell, I could probably ramble about this episode for the rest of time, but I'm not going to. I'm going to thank you for listening. Invite you to have our own discussion. Because, I'm really intrigued to know what you think about this episode. And what you're thinking of the series so far. We're halfway through, can you believe it? It's going so quickly, it's absolutely flying by. But again, that's just a credit to the quality. I'm really loving this new era. I know it's very divided, which is why I'm so intrigued to hear your thoughts, but yeah, I'm loving it so far. So yeah, I will love you and leave you. Thank you very much for listening. I hope you're doing well, and have a wonderful rest of your day. Goodbye.